This week's Takeovers Panel ruling in the case of Flinders Mines has put company boards on notice: ignore minority shareholders at your peril. For those unfamiliar with the story, the aspiring Pilbara iron ore player announced plans to delist from the ASX in December, sending its share price tumbling more than 50%. And as it turned out, the only shareholder in favour of the move was its 55% majority owner, New Zealand's Todd Corporation. The company's second biggest shareholder, the Chinese-backed OCJ Investment Australia, and a retail shareholder named Brendan Dunstan appealed against the plan to the Takeovers Panel last month. And this week, the parties got their answer, with the panel declaring unacceptable circumstances in the proposed delisting, which involved a non-market buyback funded by a loan from Todd, which would have to be repaid later via rights issue to shareholders. Of particular concern to the panel was that the delisting process prescribed by Flinders was likely to coerce minority shareholders to sell their shares in a market that would not be sufficiently efficient, competitive and informed. It found shareholders had not been afforded the time or given the information to assess the merits of the buyback, thereby potentially missing out on the benefits accruing to those who bought or retained their shares. The panel doesn't say it explicitly, but it essentially found the delisting process initiated by Flinders was unfair by design. It took Flinders only 3 days to return with a proposal, which was considerably more equitable to minority shareholders and consequently accepted by the panel. But the Flinders story still has some way to play out. Despite its revised undertakings, the company has appealed against the original panel finding. And CJ and Mr. Dunstan can still appeal against the revised and accepted plan. As one Flinders shareholder put it, a battle has been won but the war is far from over.